It's a wonderful way to experience the state. You're driving along the spine of the Green Mountains.
Route 100 is kind of a main street.
Vermont's longest north-south route begins in Massachusetts and winds along the eastern edge of the Green Mountains, 216 miles to the Canadian border. And all in between?
Just iconic Vermont. You just drive up that road and you shouldn't even have a plan. You just start driving.
Route 100 has often been called Vermont's Main Street, with good reason. Because while you can certainly go north or south faster on either of Vermont's two interstates, you won't see many of the very things that make this state what it is. We've explored along Route 100 many times, so on this trip we're using it as an approach to some spots we haven't been before. For starters, we're intrigued by a newer phenomenon all over the state, but to see it, you'll need to look up and just as often off the road a bit. What is it about tree houses? I mean, I had one in the backyard when I was a kid, but it sure didn't look anything like this.
There's this escapism involved. There's getting back to nature. I think it's more they want to get closer to their inner child. And for myself, as a 60-year-old kid, I've got an occupation that keeps me from having to grow up.
That's because James Burton Roth, or Beefer as he's known, makes tree houses for a living. In some ways, it did seem destined to be.
I actually built a treehouse for myself right after I got out of college. I had my very first date with my wife-to-be in the treehouse I built, and I'm sure that's what won her over 28 years ago.
With his partner, Chris Hake, Beefer began things nearly 20 years ago as a nonprofit building tree houses for kids with disabilities.
A tree house is the essence of a childlike space, and when you're left out of that with a disability, yeah, it's a bummer. You see everyone, you go up in the tree. I would love to do that too. So what we've done is designed and engineered a way to make ramps lead up to the treehouse, and there's nothing more satisfying than seeing a kid in a chair up in the treehouse.
Meanwhile, the treehouse business took off everywhere. Beefer and Hake formed the Treehouse Guys in Warren, Vermont, have now built tree houses in 25 states, and in 2014 starred in the DIY Network's reality Treehouse show.
People see those shows and then they look online to see what's available nearby to rent. We were fortunate enough to be sort of on the forefront of having a treehouse on the property when the treehouse craze and movement has become really popular now.
Willie Docto and his husband Greg Trulson are the proud owners of Moose Meadow Lodge in Waterbury, Vermont. In 2013, they expanded into the woods with a treehouse. What kind of comments do you get?
The one word that keeps coming up from people who stayed at the treehouse is magical. It is truly magical.
Just over 100 miles south on 100 in South Newfane, Vermont, you'll find the fairly new Treehouse Village Inn.
It's been almost a year. None of us have been in hospitality ever. We've been in the people business. You know, my mom was a nurse, my stepdad was in IT, I was producing TV and film. What could go wrong, right? It's easy.
What's gone very right was adding Southern Vermont's only luxury treehouse.
People don't want to stay in just a regular hotel. They want, you know, something a little different.
Steve Bowler was also uniquely positioned to help. He'd worked closely with Pete Nelson of Animal Planet show Treehouse Masters. When Bowler moved back east to help open the inn, the show closed its season building a treehouse in Vermont.
What's special, not only is it a spectacular, awesome treehouse, but it brought our family back together. And I mean, who doesn't love treehouses?
I describe it like Dr. Seuss in Vermont for kids. Everybody who shows up is always amazed at how whimsical it is and how spectacular.
In truth, Catherine Benham's whimsical Vermont treehouse is also a moving memorial. In July 2008, her husband Michael was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He died a scant 6 months later. But in between, something incredible happened.
Out of the blue, I got a phone call from my dear friend, Michael.
Michael had been thinking about something with the tree. There was one tree here, and Beefer came up with this fabulous idea to build this tree house, and the community totally stepped up and built it for us. And they came here, we got to watch it, Michael got to watch it. He was weak, so he couldn't participate a lot the way he would want to, but we helped put the roof on, you know. In a very dark time in our lives, it was joy and fun and memories and support and community.
And your husband ends up leaving this legacy.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're bawling when we're done. We're knowing what joy it brought to him to see that done before he passed, and to know that, you know, that would be something that his kids would remember him by.
He gets remembered every time anybody looks at this.
And this fall marked the 11th anniversary of Michael Benham's passing, and the town of Warren, Vermont, coming out and building that treehouse for him and for his family.
Very nice. And if you're looking for a unique wedding venue, well, the Treehouse Village is now focusing on weddings. They hosted a few this year, and they've already started booking for 2020.
Well, if it's a Main Streets, Ted's going out to breakfast, and they are ready for him at the Country Girl.